Viking ship runs aground in Europe due to low water levels. Low water levels continue to plague European rivers, causing a Viking ship to run aground this week. The incident is an example of issues river cruise lines face as they contend with record low water levels on parts of the Rhine and Danube, snarling cruise itineraries and forcing lines to quickly adapt to changing water levels. The Viking Ullur ran aground on a sandbank while cruising the Danube on Tuesday, the company confirmed in a statement. No guests or crew were injured, and passengers were transferred to shore to continue their itinerary. Viking doesn't expect significant impact to future departures on the Ullur, the company said. River Cruise Line said they are in touch with partners on the ground and local authorities to determine the best course of action for their itineraries. Some lines are relying on motorcoaches to transfer passengers from place to place. Lines like AmaWaterways and Viking, which have larger fleets, are relying on sister ships for ship swaps to keep the cruises sailing on the rivers. A new norm for river cruising? Avalon Waterways cancelled 3 departure dates this week due to the Danube water levels. Avalon has a long history of making every effort to keep cruise itineraries intact, the line said in its travel update. When Mother Nature makes other plans, we work closely with our guests to present alternate experiences and opportunities, so they can determine how they'd like to navigate their next steps and journey. Riviera Travel posted on Facebook it would update passengers multiple times before their journeys, 14 days before, 7 days before, and also with a phone call 24 to 48 hours before they travel to discuss water levels and cruise options. Low water isn't a new problem for the industry, but this year is particularly severe as Europe faces a drought, combined with sweltering heat waves. But some travel advisors say the experiences on the river this year could become a new norm as climate change and rising temperatures continue to impact water levels. Tamara Lidbaum, of Anytime Travel Agency in Peoria, Arizona, said her clients have shifted from summer sailings to shoulder season cruises. Coincidence? Perhaps, she said, or it could be a sign of the changing mindset of clients who want a better chance of avoiding low water. Emma Guza, a travel advisor with Travel Nation in Columbus, Indiana, said this summer has been particularly challenging due to the temperature spikes. I believe hot weather and river cruise level concerns will continue to be challenges in Europe, so my approach is not so much to discourage summer travel but to manage expectations and ensure my clients have the different possibilities in mind, enabling them to make an informed decision when booking their cruise, she said. Imagine booking the river cruise of a lifetime through Europe, only to watch your luxury Viking ship suddenly come to a complete stop. Not because of a mechanical failure, not because of bad weather, but because there's simply not enough water beneath it. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, that's exactly what just happened, and it's raising a much bigger question about the future of travel in Europe. One of Viking's luxury river cruise ships, the Viking Ullur, ran aground on a sandbank while sailing along the Danube River this week. Thankfully, no passengers or crew members were injured, and everyone was safely transferred to shore to continue their trip. But here's the part that's getting attention around the world. This wasn't an accident caused by human error. It happened because the river itself has dropped to dangerously low levels. And this isn't an isolated incident. Across Europe, historic rivers like the Danube and the Rhine are struggling with some of the lowest water levels seen in years. Record-breaking heat waves and severe drought conditions are creating a nightmare for the river cruise industry. Ships that are supposed to glide through some of Europe's most beautiful landscapes are instead finding themselves stuck on sandbanks, rerouting passengers, swapping ships, or canceling departures altogether. In fact, Avalon Waterways has already cancelled multiple cruises because the Danube simply isn't navigable in certain areas. Other companies are scrambling to keep vacations alive by putting travelers on buses between destinations or transferring them onto different ships whenever possible. Now think about this. For many Americans, a European river cruise isn't just another vacation. It's often a bucket list experience that people save for over the course of years. And while cruise companies are working overtime to minimize disruptions, there's one thing they can't control: the rivers themselves. What's even more concerning is what travel experts are saying next. Many advisors believe this may no longer be a rare summer problem. Instead, they see it becoming the new normal. Some travelers are already changing their plans, skipping peak summer months and booking spring or fall cruises instead, hoping they'll have a better chance of actually sailing the full itinerary. The cruise lines aren't giving up. Companies like Viking and AmaWaterways are using their larger fleets to swap ships and keep guests moving, while others are increasing communication with passengers weeks before departure so there are no surprises. But this story is bigger than one stranded cruise ship. It's another reminder of how climate patterns are beginning to reshape industries people never expected, from shipping and tourism to transportation and local economies that depend on these famous rivers. So here's the question. If record low water levels continue year after year, what happens to an entire travel industry built around Europe's waterways? For now, cruise lines are adapting. Passengers are adjusting. But nature may ultimately decide what the future of river cruising looks like. What do you think? Would you still book a European river cruise knowing your itinerary could change at the last minute? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoy breaking stories that explain what's really happening behind the headlines, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.